as you know me. Listen, when I got into comedy, my brother George will tell you I was a lost soul like 90% of the people in America. I had no fucking future. The only thing I was good at was maybe robbing people, gas stations, drug dealers. And you guys laugh, and he'll tell you.
But you were good at it.
Listen, I had a nose for it, okay? Let's just say that. If you had cocaine in your house, I could sniff it the fuck out, okay? But it was a petty life, and it didn't work out for me. And the only thing that really appealed to me was stand-up comedy because I had read the Lenny Bruce book. But more than that, and listen, I grew up with movie actors that were also kind of outlaws, that weren't fronting, like they weren't Pablo Pascal at the King's March yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With sunglasses.
And a scarf.
I didn't grow up around those people. I grew up with people that kept their fucking mouth shut. Steve McQueen. Today my daughter had some music on in the car. She's going to see this girl on Friday. And I said, this sounds like a song that would be on in one of those James Coburn movies. I remember Iron Man Flint when he came out dancing and shit. I was a bad motherfucker, that dude. They hung out with Bruce Lee. You know, in my eyes, I like a lot of actors today, but they're either faking the funk or they're really dynamite people. And at the end of the day, you know what dynamite people are. Who gives a fuck? I got into comedy because I felt it was a 1%er type of deal. It's like joining a fucking motorcycle gang. Okay? My plans were not what your plans were. Right. My plans were not what most comics. My plan was to be a biker comic without a motorcycle, like live on the road, like the catcher from Major League, Tom Berenger. In the beginning, he was living in Mexico playing fucking baseball. I'd be happy with that. Was I looking to get rich? No. Cover my rent, and I'll fucking bartend and do comedy at halftime. You know, that's it. Without being bothered. I was prepared to, after prison, I was prepared just to live somewhere in Wyoming, do comedy upstairs, do a show.
Compared to crime, that sounds pretty good.
People have no fucking idea, okay? One thing I learned when I got locked up was I didn't want to get locked up again.
Right.
That's a little too heavy for anybody, okay? Especially when you don't belong there. When you talk to the people around you, and you go, you guys are nice and shit, and I'm having a fun time. You know, it's like you feel like Pee-wee in The Big Adventure when he's at the bike motorcycle bar. Like, you're like, you guys are a lot of fun, but I don't ever want to see you motherfuckers again. And some of them were good people. They were like me. They just made mistakes, bro. And that's why they were at the camp level I was in. But to make a long story short, I got into comedy. In the first 5 years, I felt so fucking special that I felt like a criminal that wasn't a criminal. But I still was a part-time criminal. I was still bringing back returns and coffee makers.
You were semi-retired.
And still doing low-life type shit. But it was paying my rent and child support and a bunch of shit in between, you know. And I really admired comedy. And on the road, working with C Comics, opening up for them on triple runs, I started noticing bitterness. You know, guys that were bitter. So what are your goals? I'm going to stick around in Boulder, and then I'm going to go to L.A. L.A.'s for gay people. Unless you're going to suck dick, you're never going to get stage time. You know, I would ask them, do you do spots at the Improv? No, never. They never give us spots. And you do spots at the Comedy Store? Forget it. They'll never let us in there. And I'm like, why are you guys not in L.A. for? This was like a 6-month span that I'm working with these comics, and they're all fucking D's. And they're anger, and they're bitter. And I remember going back and going, what the fuck is this? This is the best job in the world. They pay you $75. You got a 50-50 shot of getting your dick sucked. You do some drinking, you do some drugs, and you don't have to get up the next morning. Are you fucking crazy?
That's pretty great.
You only have to get up if you have responsibility. But think about being a 28-year-old loser that could sleep on anybody's floor. There's no responsibility. When those comedy clubs would give me a hotel room, oh, like the Italian says, Madonna me. Forget about it. I would fucking, it'd be like that. If they gave me a Motel 6, in my mind, it was the Taj Mahal, guys.
Right.
So think about when we get a hotel room now with a shower on the balcony, what I feel. You understand? those rooms grounded me, but I'm getting to, these comics taught me. So, no, I was a little down for a while doing comedy. I was going through a divorce. And then through the fucking grace of God, I met a broad in Michigan, and she had balls, and she made me move to Seattle with her. Whatever happened between us the following years is irrelevant. She made me make the move, okay? And she supported my comedy. As much as she was a dirty whore and all that shit, I still love her. I'm angry at her now because she don't check in enough. And we were always based on checking in. We love each other. I still love her to the grave because she's a good egg. And fine. I got to L.A., and Seattle was great. I met Josh Wolf. It was an open mic level. We were all feature acts driving. Nobody was cutthroat yet.
Right.
I slept at your floor. George slept with me. Lee came over. We would go to eat at night after the shows. We would do a show. We take the check, $84 between the four of us. We go to eat. Nobody gets a dime. We're going to eat the $84 and then tip her a nice tip. You know what I'm saying? That's what we did. We were gentlemen.
Your friends, not competitors.
Nobody's going to say, well, give me my 20. I want to eat. It ain't that type of party. You either eat or take your 24 fucking dollars. Okay? What do you want? We're a family, man. Listen, once you move to L.A., all that changes.
Mm-hmm.
All those people you met along the way, now it changes. Now the dynamic changes. You're not the kid at that fucking open mic no more. You're in it for the real fucking money now. And relationships get severed. And I'm very happy that when I got to the store, again, I learned how to read people at my mother's funeral.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got better at it over the years. When I got to the store, something happened like the first month that I was like, wow, it's that type of party. Okay? And I've been through every party. You know what I'm saying? Like when you've been through every party and this motherfucker pulls this party. So I had a friend called Lionel from Seattle, one of the baddest white motherfuckers I've ever met in my life, beside Pete Rose, all the great white ones, the white dude from New England. Brady, this dude was solid. Musician, but my dog in Seattle. Anybody ever asked me about him, I'd say, give him whatever the fuck he wants. He was a heart of gold, like George. There's different type of people. He was long hair, Langley, would fight you at a drop of a dime, and he was the cook at the comedy club, and he lived in a warehouse. Well, I told you, the windows were broken. You'd wake up at 4 a.m, there'd be 3 black guys smoking crack. Oh, but this guy brought excitement to your life.
Right.
When you thought you were like most people, every night he went home to something different. It was like your uncle. He went home to something different. Once he went to that basement and locked that door and put the TV on, it could be 1 a.m. God knows who's going to knock on that door. And let me tell you something to the common person that turned home, well, that won't work in my life because I work. These people weren't thinking about work. These people went to work when it was proper for them. Like, I don't know how many times I bump into people like, I got to work tomorrow. I haven't been there for 4 days. Haven't been there for 4 days. You know what I'm saying? It was a different time then.
Yeah.
I haven't been there for 4 days.
And
so comedy was like, when I went to L.A., listen, I got blessed. I hate that word. But God is always, he took my parents, but he's always given me a little bit of leniency. And my brother George knows he gave me Ralphie, man. He gave me Joe Rogan. He gave me Josh Wolf. He gave me Dukerman, the guy from the Comedy Store, and he gave me the Comedy Store and Mitzi Show. If you can't do something with that, and the guy who made me go to L.A. was a guy by the name of Doug Stanhope. And when it comes pound for pound, he might be drunk right now, but I'll put him up against anybody. I put him up.
But
And
he's
I
a
love
funny
him.
motherfucker.
I don't pray for a lot of people. I pray for Doug because he's the last of the real deal. Everybody else is faking the funk.
Right.
And it's really weird. I was surrounded with these people, so I had to learn something and grasp something. But I used my criminality, growing up in that criminal mentality to push me. And that's how I felt I could deal with comedians. I could pull them aside and go, listen, this is what happened. I think after a month or 2 I was in, I went down there because Lionel was coming to town from Seattle. And he said, get the package ready. So I didn't have any money. I went and sprung $100 And those days, Chewy, God bless his soul, would give me 620s for 100. So I bought all 620s. I'm sitting there, and at the comedy store, you could drink for free. You give the bartender a bump, and they'll let you drink for free. This is back in 97. Yeah, 97. And
Can't imagine doing drugs with someone named Lionel.
Canada Dry Ginger Ale, the best. And I've been loyal since 1967, okay? This is what I ordered with fucking Chicken Delight when I was a kid then. I'm not gonna lie to you, I got off the ginger ale wagon and I went over to Tahitian Treat for a while. All of you motherfuckers don't even know what Tahitian Treat is. But always my heart's with Canada Dry Ginger Ale. A lot of people think I'm a Coke guy. That's second. My heart's with ginger ale on some fucking ice cubes.
Oh, yeah.
With, listen to this, guys, the fucking, anyway, we're not going to get into that. So I had this cocaine, and it was 10 o'clock at night, and I'd already done 2 packages on my own. And my girlfriend at the time was a little strict about cocaine, but I always saved one because she liked when I put on her monkey, and then she ate my ball sack. It was a tremendous. Whenever you gave a Coke, she'd go right for the ball sack. I loved all that shit. Tremendous.
Sounds like a ghost.
She's great. I miss her. So a guy came up to me that I knew from the comedy scene. I didn't know him long, but I knew him long enough, you know? He knew people I knew and was starting to talk. And I go, you want to do a... He goes, man, I'm tired. I go, no. You want to do a blast? He goes, you got one? I go, yeah. Come on. I give him 2 blasts. And he goes, man, that's the first time I've done that in a while. That shit is good. I go, listen, I got 3 packages. Take one. And we're good. I gave him a package. But 3 weeks later, there's a meeting. And he's at that meeting. But in retrospect, there's a dear friend of mine at that meeting. He doesn't know that we know each other. And the agent suggests, have you seen the comedian Joey Diaz? The kid I gave the 2 bumps to and the 20, yo, that coke fiend, I wouldn't let him on this project. It got back to me that night.
That's how quick it got back to you?
Because I knew the guy.
Right.
I knew the guy, and he goes, Coco, listen what's going on. And I never really said nothing to him because I learned a lesson. The lesson is, don't trust none of these motherfuckers. Okay? And I have dear friends that are comedians, but I got them from trust and being in the trenches with them or whatever. You tremendo peo, compadre. That's a tremendous fucking, oh my God. I had some chicken salad with cranberries in it. Shit.
Jesus, dude.
But I'm fucking, listen, man, this has been going on for 11 months. This has been going on since December of last year. Last November, I started eating fucking mushrooms like they were going on. Between the mushrooms, the fucking ear, I don't know what happened. I got the flu. I ended up in the hospital in January. I couldn't breathe. Yeah, February, same shit. This time they tried to blame diverticulitis. What's up, George? March, I got it again. That was the worst I did. But this shit that went on for the last month, I couldn't even tell, because every day I went for hope. Like, I'm taking these minerals now. I switched to these vitamins. Hope for this. I'm taking peptides for my lungs. I'm doing all this shit. And I can't walk a flight of steps. And I'm like, come on, man. Come on. But then it started progressing. It started progressing. And I noticed it when I went to the gym. That, come on, I could do a half hour of boxing, 3-minute hitting the bag, hitting the mitts, fucking hitting the speed bag. You go back to the fucking whatever. I could do that with my eyes closed. 3 times a week. I would go in there and I felt like I was going to faint. I was going to have a fucking stroke. I didn't know what was going on. The times got shorter and shorter. And then, guys, I didn't even tell you motherfuckers this. So I turned myself into the hospital on Tuesday, right? Because listen, this time I realized the hospital is a lot like going to the joint. Because when I got out, people were like, when'd you get out? No, I was in the hospital, not when I got out. You know what I'm saying? The fuck is wrong with you?
Jesus, I turned myself in.
Let me tell you what happened here. These performances after the podcast, walking me up the stairs, is unacceptable. Unacceptable. The last one was unacceptable. The one before that was unacceptable. And I appreciate You guys always take care of me and help me. But this wasn't about you guys. This is about me. I just couldn't do it. And then Friday, I went to Freehold, to the weed store, or maybe the English town, to Rooted. And on the way back, I got so excited. I had to pee.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled over right by my house, right by the Arab restaurant. I made a fucking right turn, and there's a parking lot there. There's El Nido's there and all the gym. And I pulled behind there, and I just took my seatbelt off, ran out of the car, and piss came out everywhere. Like it went from 0 to 60. Like I got to pee now. Like luckily I didn't break in my pants. I think I peed on my shoes. I got new shoes. You'll never see those Adidas again. They were bad luck. Fucking, and this one, guys, so you pee. I had a towel in the back because I knew this was happening. I dried my hands. I got that anti-sanitizer. I go to get in the fucking car. And guys, I wasn't even in the seat. 2 minutes. I had to get out of the seat. I couldn't breathe. It felt like my legs up close like this was locking this up.
Damn.
I knew I wasn't getting no heart attack. I grew up in the hills of North Bergen, motherfuckers. There ain't no heart attack coming here. If I go out, I'm going to get shot like Kennedy or something like that, right? Like fucking Charlie Kirk, whatever the fuck.
Oh. Listen, at least you're doing it to yourself now. Before I was getting mugged, now you're getting assassinated.
Listen, I'm not talking about suicide.
No, assassinated.
I don't want you to think I'm at home massaging my jugular vein, putting cream on it and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bet Detroit tonight. Nah. Anyway. So, guys, it wasn't a 2-minute episode like what you guys usually see. It was a 25-minute episode in the rain. And here's what gets worse. I had to open up the truck, get out to my feet, open up the window on my truck, and I had to hang in there because my legs wouldn't carry me. Who was I going to call, guys? My wife was at the movies with Mercy. I mean, you guys live up here. Who am I going to call? So I just wanted to get home. And sure enough, I go to get in the truck and I got to pee again. And now it started all over. I sat in that parking lot for 40 minutes. People going to get Chinese food kept stopping. Are you all right, sir? Yeah. I just puked on my sneakers, whatever. No, I couldn't fucking get back in the car. I couldn't breathe. So I knew there was a problem. Saturday, it went okay. Sunday at the baseball game. That was it. It was raining. I walked a little quicker, and I had to pee. And by the time I got to the car, guys, again, it just blew up. That thing that happened at the mall that we joked about last week,
right?
That was not good. That's unacceptable, gentlemen.
Right.
That's unacceptable. That's a health problem. So Monday, I went to the boxing gym, and I lasted 14 minutes.
And what happens? Like, it just, you can't catch your breath, or you just can't even breathe at all?
I had the fucking inhaler. You start with the warm-up, and after that first warm-up, I knew. I got on the bike to warm up for 2 rounds, which was 6 minutes, and I could barely get off it. And then I got in front of a heavy bag. I think I did 2 rounds in front of the heavy bag, or maybe a round and a half, and I was like, this ain't working today. This was all hot. And then Tuesday, I went to the regular gym. I did 20 on the bike, but then I started lifting 10 minutes, 12 minutes. I went home. I waited for Terry to come home. I told her to take my blood pressure, and it was out there. But I'll fucking Enrique post this for all his shit, so you motherfuckers know at home, Uncle Joey ain't going nowhere. That was my blood pressure. Wednesday night. Take a look at those numbers.
197 over 127.
120 is a stroke, guys.
And were you feeling anxiety? Or like, what was going on?
So after 20 fucking sticks, this is where the comedy comes in, okay? So after the fucking, because I had a lump on my leg. They're like, you shouldn't have that lump on your leg. And it does hurt a little bit. It's like a fucking, I bump into shit. I don't know about you guys. When you get to 50, you bump into shit, ledges that don't belong there. You just don't see them. Let's be honest. You just don't see them. But you bump into this shit. So they're like, we have to scan your leg and do this and do that. And I've been going there for shortness of breath, so the lung department is great, and the heart department is fucking superb. Like the people I'm dealing, I got to go back and see them Wednesday. But there's something not right. The heart is clean, but there's something that's not right. I feel it, like the air. Maybe it's a nozzle. Maybe a nozzle broke and fucking the air's leaking out. I don't fucking know.
The heart nozzle. Yeah, you've been saying that even before the hospital, like last year happened.
So I went, and I went this time. Oncology came in, and they fucking scaled they said I had a lymph node in my leg that's obstructing the flow.
Okay.
And that my bladder is overfilling. Fuck. 10 years ago, I was kidnapping people and putting them in the trunk of a car. Today, my bladder is overfilling. You understand what that does to your ego, gentlemen? At some point, you go, what the fuck? I should ice my... Why did I stop doing coke? To go out with a lymph node to my fucking leg? I was meant to go in a hotel with some fat hooker farting in my mouth with powder all over my face like I was snorting jelly donuts part-time. The
Jesus,
fuck?
dude, yeah.
Now I got an overfilled bladder that goes to my kidneys, which in turn makes my heart go into rumbata, or whatever the fuck, rumbation.
Okay.
Something with an R. And then it goes up to my fucking anxiety. So basically, before my wife drove me to the hospital, I was 202 over 212. And whenever my heart drops, your blood pressure goes.
Okay.
Dog, I woke up. Well, we'll talk about that later. I had 41.
41 what?
My heartbeat was like the pulse.
Okay.
And that's unacceptable.
That's low, right?
Yeah. So my wife took me in there, dog. When they looked at my blood pressure and they checked my fucking pulse, they were like, get him in there. Within minutes, I had an IV. I mean, sometimes you're in there like 2 hours downstairs. And I accept it. I'm the one that's sick. That I never complain. I like the emergency room. The emergency room is like going to court. If you're a professional and you're really a student of life, you're not going to learn anything in life until you go to courts, see a court session live where people have to plead their cases and shit.
Right.
That's brilliant. Or an emergency room.
Yeah, I've been there a lot this year.
And see what these people do under high stress situations. So come to me next time about your yoga studio and how it's so stressful to have it. Listen, go get a job part-time with that. When you watch people and women in the emergency room and men nurses, you get a whole new respect for these people. A whole different respect. The one thing is, this is a field, unless you love it,
yeah,
it ain't going to work. If you don't like cleaning people's assholes, don't get into it because it's going to happen. If you don't like cutting some chubby guy's nails, don't get into it because you're going to have to cut them. These girls do shit and these men that are fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, every time I'm in a hospital like that, it humbles you. You're like, Jesus Christ, this is how I should love stand-up. Look at what these women do till 7 in the morning. It's a 12-hour shift, motherfucker. They average anywhere from 10 to 18,000 steps a fucking shift.
At least, yeah. And then, like, Matt, because you're at a nice hospital. I went to an emergency room earlier this year at, like, a not nice one where, like, they bring homeless people in who are going nuts. Like the people who work there are fucking crazy. Like, I don't know how you do it.
Bitch, let me tell you something. My wife pulls up to valet. At the emergency room, they got valet in Jersey. So my wife pulls up to the valet. She goes, there's no fucking valet there. She goes, I'll just drop you off, and I'll park right over there. There was parking spots. I'm not even out of the car 2 minutes, and I go to grab my suitcase, and I look, and it's like a chubby sister with a chubby brother with a white T-shirt on with something around his left wrist, and blood is everywhere.
Jesus.
Do I stop? Do I go, what happened, brother? Fuck no. I pick up my bag and I keep moving because I'm cutting this motherfucker off. I'm not letting him get to the hoop before me because I'll fate in that fucking thing. Just watching this poor brother bleed to death is not going to work out for Uncle Joey. So I beat him to the thing. Boom, they scan your shit. Bop, bop, beep, beep, boop. Joe Diaz, Jose Diaz, whatever, their birthday, and they sat me down. Guy could jump right on me, did blood pressure. They didn't even hesitate. They took me right into the fucking STS machine
EKG,
where they put the EKG, blood pressure. Before I got out of the blood pressure room, I already had a fucking thing in my arm. And usually they take you to emergency until you wait. They were like, you're on a different level tonight. They took me right to my room. Thank God, knock on wood, it was a single room. You got to give Jersey Shore a lot of credit for that. I love the food. I love everything. The nurses were fantastic. So that's what's going on with me. So I doubled up and they fucking lowered some prescription. No, before they sold it.
Okay.
When that kid came in, he had like a business degree. It's so funny. And within 3 months, he had 3 clubs. And they were booming for about 3 weeks. They were all in Michigan. Everybody goes to Detroit. I can't invest $2.8 million in the comedy club with you guys in Sayreville. Do you know what I'm saying? How long are you going to come to the club in Sayreville before you go? I can see the same guy in the city and get a steak at Smith and Walensky. You know what I'm saying? So if we are going to invest in Sayreville, let's just get a garage, put some coffee in there, see how it does, and then we'll make it grow. If we need a liquor license, we'll get that along the way. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But a lot of these clubs, and I've seen them, once the checks start bouncing or you hear it, and let me tell you something, there's nobody who cries louder than a comic when a check bounces because they were counting on that.
Yeah.
They already had that spent. Okay, like anybody else in life, you know, and everybody takes shits in life. Everybody gets shit on and whatever you're starting. But that's one of the things always remember. And it's sad. But there's a lot of fucking money in comedy.
For some people. The crazy thing is, and from my point of view, there's money, but it doesn't come until the very, I'm not anywhere near it.
Right now, if the economy is the way it is, you got to assume comedy clubs, little comedy clubs. I know a club right now that had 2 big names. They're not big names, but they're both names the last 2 weeks. He lost money on both of them.
Because what, the comics cost too much? Or
the price that the agents charge for you. And listen, I'm guilty of that too. You know, my agent isn't going to fucking whore me out. I'm old. I don't have time for this shit. Ask them. If they don't give it to you, they don't give it to you. You shake hands and move on. And by you saying no, it makes you stronger sometimes.
And listen,
not doing that.
I love comedy clubs and I need them to be there for me. First of all, between ticket sales, food, and drinks, I don't know if I necessarily believe that they're not breaking even. But even if, let's say, they do lose money, they're making a ton of money when the week before they give me $75 a set and then they have 80 people in there buying 2 drinks. So they whenever I see a comedy club fail, I'm like, how does that even, how do you really fail?
Somebody's stealing.
Yeah.
Somebody mismanaged the bar. They didn't fucking, John Taffer never went in there. What's that guy's name?
Yeah, John Taffer, something like that.
And that's what the problem. Everybody has a business degree. Everybody read a book. Everybody knows this. My uncle's a chef. Everybody's got something.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody does the number one mistake. Don't do it unless you got the money. Just don't do it. I know they're sending you the money from Europe. It's wise guy money. Your uncle robbed a bank in 1982, and it's been buried under a rock. But for some reason, it got interest. And, it's just stupid shit.
Right.
And that's what you see happen. Somebody had a dream, and somewhere along the line, they just, I hate when people call me for a movie, and they're going to pay you $100, and they tell you it's my story. I optioned my own book. And you're like, why are we doing this? You want me to jump out of a window for $100 and get glass on me? Would you do that? Yeah, I would. No, you're wrong.
Right.
I went to acting school. I don't consider it much, but Jesus Christ, you're not going to give me this money for this. You got to pay me scale and plus. I see who's on the cast. It's just common fucking knowledge. Don't drag me into your darkness.
Right.
If I earn, you earn. So this is how I like comedy clubs. Let's do this. Lee, I'm bringing you in for 4 shows. Lee, we used to do 6 fucking shows here 5 years ago.
I know.
We're down to 4 shows, maybe.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe, okay?
Usually 2,
so
3.
what I'm going to do is this. I like you. I'm going to give you 100 a set.
Right.
If we sell out, I'll give you a little taste. If I get these 30 a night, the comedy club has lost the late night crowd since the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
People complain about diners and restaurants and this and that. Guess what else lost it? 9 o'clock comedy shows. That's over with. Your comedy show has to be 7:30. That's it. People want to go home, Jack. And guess what? Me too. I don't blame them. I'm not mad at people for years. Remember New Year's, Lee? Tell these fucking animals. Did I ever do New Year's countdown? I used to give away money.
7:30 or 8 o'clock. Your whole sales pitch,
7:30.
we'd be home by 10 o'clock.
10. Come on, you remember that 7:30 at the Ice House with that dude you guys met. 7:30 New Year's. He'd go, why? Don't you want to do 10:30? Not if you paid me. What do you want? What am I going to make different for you? What am I? Dick Clark? I'm going to go up there 10, 9 with this. Listen, go home. I'm getting you jazzed up so you have if you're a man, this is a perfect idea. Well, it's a 7:30 show. Where are we going to go, honey? The fuck? It's the new year. You're going to drag me out to be rubbing shoulders with foreigners and ice and fuck that. Take me home. Let's get a gram of J.O. Let's get a gram of pink cocaine. Let's get everything.
Yeah. And have a party at home.
Yeah, have a party at home. Yeah. But if I'm going to keep you out till 1, now she's tired. I'm so tired. The drinks I had at the bar, sitting there, it was warm in there. Nah. I'm not letting you get to that part, bitches.
No.
I'm cutting that game off. I'm picking you up at 5. Yeah, that's it. Nobody wants to do a second show. So you've lost. Comedy has changed a lot, people. And maybe ticket prices go up for that because it's less shows. See, I don't know.
Well, yeah, but even then, even for one-nighters, I've seen people charge $40 or $50 a ticket. But it sucks. I'm so in next month, I'm gonna be in Boston with Josh Wolf, but we're doing Thursday, Friday. I haven't done a Thursday, Friday, Saturday in in a year. It's usually Friday. It's been a lot of Friday, Saturdays, and honestly, it's been a lot of one show Friday to Saturday.
And I know for a fact that the clubs got lazy and don't want to take a chance because you and I have discovered something. If you're not doing Thursday night, you got no momentum for the weekend.
Right.
In the car business, they say down payment is where I get you, George. George, I know you can make more than $250. Come on. How much can you get me by 3 o'clock this afternoon? Well, if I call my grandmother, I may be able to get another $250. There's always more money.
Right.
Okay, and that's why Thursday nights is just the smartest move in comedy. Because if I get 100 tickets, I give away 150. Nobody needs to know. Not even the comic.
Right.
Pay them for the 150.
But even then, honestly, as a comic, I would either much rather make the same amount of money and have the place full, or instead of having the $30 ticket and having 30 people there, have a $10, $15 ticket and have 80 people. I would much rather.
Something. Let's get to something right now. Do you want the audience that drops their pants? What did I learn at the Brea Improv? I raised my ticket price, and also I started telling the tickets. And in today's market, let me tell you something. Put your tickets low. Watch how people stay away for a few weeks. They think it's a fucking scam because they're so used to paying. Now, I don't want to charge what this guy charges.
Right.
I don't need that.
But you're also at a different level than me.
No, not you. I'm even talking when I go out.
Okay.
People say to me, you're not doing your prices. Right now, Lee, you're at a tough place in your career. You're at a tough place. Now, I told you a couple of weeks ago, you need to get into the commercial business. Mm-hmm. It's time to get an acting agent because comedy is too hard to go through the front door. So you're going to give it a shot what I told you. You got to go through the back door. God forbid you book a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. God knows. Fucking who knows? Who the fuck knows? I was walking through a hallway. I just bombed an audition. And I saw a fucking thing for basketball. And the lady goes, no, I didn't even see it. I was walking by. She goes, are you here for the audition? I'm from North Bergen. I'll do whatever you need at this point.
Absolutely.
I got $3 in my pocket, and I owe $100,000. What do you need for me to do? She gave me sides. I read them. I went in. Next thing you know, I'm fucking on a set with the dudes who created South Park. I didn't even know what South Park was.
Right.
Okay? I didn't have no idea. I'll never forget. I was living in a hotel room from where I ended up living with my wife in Hollywood for 9 years. It was across from that place. We discussed it. Mm-hmm. And it was a nasty hotel. You could only live in there for 3 weeks at a shot. And I was on the second floor one day, just in the room, like 2 PM, smoking a cigarette. And they're like, "Does Joey Diaz here?" And I kept hearing, "Joey, that's me." It was like the Rocky apartment. Like, is there a Joey Diaz in the building? The phone was in the hallway. And I came downstairs. I came downstairs. It was my manager, Joey. You got the movie. What movie? What are you talking about? Yeah, you got the movie Basketball.
Fantastic.
I'm paying $39 to live in this place. And I could only pay 3 nights at a shot. The fourth night was always, maybe I could go to the store and rob a cell phone or something like that. Seriously, this is honesty talking to you,
Right.
guys. And I walk down those stairs, pick up that phone, and Ken Phillips, God bless his soul, says, you got the movie. He goes, you need to join SAG. It's $2,500. I'm paying $39 a night for a hotel. He goes, but they're paying you $5,500 a week for 3 weeks.
That's amazing.
Hold on 1 second. I'm banging my head on the phone. What did you just say? What did you just fucking say? 5,500. So I'm shooting every day. I don't know, Joey. Just wait till they get you there. I'm hanging up that phone and just going up to the room and going. So you never fucking know.
Yeah. And it's
okay. You never fucking know right now. And once people saw me in that, nobody really talked to me, but 3 or 4 people talked. And you need 3 before you get 300.
mm-hmm. And it's nice because I've been in New York for a year and I'm finally starting. There's a few people who are like popping up who are finally in my corner. Like there's this one guy who's a sweetheart. He used to be a manager at Rodney's. Just got hired as a manager at a club that is like my dream club to be in this year.
Which one?
A New York comedy club. He used to run Williamsburg. Like I'm doing St. Mark's with him on Thursday.
And that's what happens.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
Now you're gonna meet people
Mm-hmm.
that were kind of starting out. You were gentle to them, and every time they grow, you grow a notch. And that's gonna be forever now, because that guy's gonna leave that club and take over a film production company. And some days on the court and go, Lee, I might have a role for you as a plumber.
He writes movies, actually.
So
Speaking of
you
him,
think you're dealing with?
oh yeah,
Joey
Mike's a fucking
These
killer.
motherfuckers don't know that, man. It's a weird world, but it all starts on that fucking stage.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever go crazy on me. It all starts on that stage. I don't want people putting words in my mouth. It all starts on that stage.
Right.
I need to get you in a club to grill it out 7 nights a week at 11:15 at night.
I'd love it.
I don't want you there at 9. I don't want you there at 10. You have to start earning to move forward. Okay? And that's going to teach you how to grind. When you sit there and watch the 2 comics before you, one of them eats shit, and the other guy don't even have a fucking clue. And now before he goes off the stage and brings you up, 8 people get up and walk out. That's what you need to learn.
What do you mean before you get up? As you're walking on stage, they're fucking.
As you're walking on stage, they're pushing you over to get off. That teaches
Let me
you
the fuck out. Yeah.
That teaches you balance, because right away I don't want you to go on stage and go, oh, they hate Jews, something like that.
Right.
That's the education now for you.
Yeah.
2 or 3 years of that grinding shit, where fucking somebody comes in like, I'll find out what time you go up, and I know you have a set after that, and I'll come in right when you're going up and do a guest spot. And do 35 minutes to keep you in the back sweating up a storm. I got a spot up on that. Fuck you. You're losing this 15 and the 15 you were making at that club. Why? Because Big Daddy Kane came to rumble your world. Because I need to rumble his world. He don't get his world. None of these young comics get their world rumbled.
Yes, we do.
And it's a pleasure to do it, and they grow more than anything. It's not about you. It's about them. You got to put them in a bad fucking position. How do you eat? When you ate pussy, anybody there coaching you?
Never.
No, she put that monkey in your face and straddled you, and that clit's right there like a piece of wonton. You could either bite it straight ahead, or you could go sideways and wear a neck brace like a Jew in heat for a month. You know what I'm saying? So you're there, not me.
Right.
You're there, not me. You're not going to learn by going up at 9:30 in front of the prime audience. Hey, it's late. No, you're going to learn by fucking going up on stage, and you see a guy under the table working his own nutsack, and you're like, and you got to keep your composure. The first time I saw that dog, I didn't know what, like instant composure to fly off the stage and kick him in the mouth. But I had to look at the guy, and he's sick. What do you want me to do? He's up there touching his balls while you're on stage.
I haven't had that. I have had a couple make out during my show, like fucking go at it.
Don't worry. You should have joined in and did a threesome.
Oh, I did call him out on it, which was great.
That's where you fucked up, right there. When people are swapping spit, you call timeout, and you creep while you sleep up to them, and you put the phone on. You Instagram it and you go, hello. And watch him pop up. If he hits you, you get 50,000 from the club and from him. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to be a Jew, be a Jew. That's all I ask.
I'm doing what I can.
And let me see, Tuesday night, I got in there. Good movies while I was in there. Look, there was a tremendous horror combination one day. The Omen went right into The Exorcist.
Oh,
Holy shit. And I was going in the kitchen because I had my own pass. You know what I'm saying? Like I worked on the nurses to give me the combo. There was me and a little black lady. She was working for every dime they were going to pay. Who pays when you're in the hospital when you're old?
Medicare.
Medicare. She was milking Medicare. She was taking 3 orange juices at a
fuck
time.
yeah.
I was back there making hazelnut coffee. Nobody found it. The lady goes, the coffee here is not good. They had a fucking one of those thing machines. I'm back there.
Well, yeah, because not everyone has a code to the employee kitchen.
Yeah, but then they left it open a lot this time. So I would go in there, dog, the one night. All right. So anyway, so the first night I'm down there, you know, boom, boom, not a bad night. I think I just didn't sleep. They tested me. They did the finger for the fucking blood, the blood pressure, which was great. They're a great fucking hospital when it comes to that. But I asked the nurse, I go, you know, I'm in here for high blood pressure. If you don't let me sleep, she goes, listen, I'll do this test till 11:30, do the breath thing, and then you go to sleep till 4:30, 5:30. But Joey Diaz is an old fucking fart. So I'm up a doodle at 4:30. And they would say, like, you can't eat because you have a test this morning. Dog, I'd go right to the kitchen in front of him. Even with the thing that said NSFO, do not feed. I went right in the fucking kitchen, started drinking orange juices, made a hazelnut coffee, drank the coffee right there in the kitchen, and then said, you know what? I'm going to eat 6 boxes of Rice Krispies. And that's exactly what I did. I ate 6 boxes of Rice Krispies.
Dry or with milk?
With milk. What do you think? I'm a communist?
How long did it take you to eat 6 boxes? I know those little mini ones.
6 minutes. This is a prison. Listen, my prison technique came back. Number 1, they have milk, non-fat milk, 2% milk, orange, apple, cranberry. Ooh. Okay? That's the first shelf.
Yeah.
The second shelf, they got chocolate pudding, vanilla pudding. The chocolate pudding is the worst ever. Even I made better pudding in prison. Oh, god awful. Looks like, you ever take a shit and it's extra dark?
Yeah.
That's what I don't like about this pudding. It's extra dark. You got that look to it. It took me down memory lane. And then the bottom, they have Schweppes, diet, and real ginger ale.
Okay.
But dog, on the top, you open it up, and it's Hershey, vanilla, chocolate, strawberry ice cream, plus lemon and cherry Italian ice. Come on, bro. This is a class action hospital.
Listen.
Plus, at 7 a.m., if you don't want to wait for breakfast, you can order your own breakfast. They deliver it. Some little guy with a hat. How much change you need? How much is the tab? 13. Bring up a 20. It's all yours within seconds. This motherfucker, you put the phone down. He's right there, little Filipino.
Still someone else.
He's right there. Tremendous, dog. Tremendous. But I didn't give a fuck. Like they told me, you can't eat after midnight. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. But the third day, I was looking through my bag, and guess what I found in there?
Some sort of drug.
A vapor pen. A good one, too. One of those $80 ones. Dog, I hit 3 times. My blood pressure was 190. They were back in there. We don't know what's going on.
Like you just happened to find it. Like you didn't put it in there on purpose.
I don't remember putting it in there.
Of course
I must have put it in there when I went to watch a movie or something. I forgot I even had it. I just went in there and go, oop, what the fuck? And the connector worked for me. I had one of the connectors.
One of the chargers.
I started charging that motherfucker. I had to hide it, though, because they told me there was a patient that had 17 vapor pens in there, and he was smoking by the oxygen, and the place was going to blow up. I just made sure I smoked in the bathroom with the water on, you know what I'm saying?
Dude.
To put some moisture in the air.
Remember the Green Book where the black dude lived above, like, the concert hall?
Yeah.
You just got to get an apartment in the hospital. Just with, like, that ice cream at all times. Just to get whatever.
God.
I'm surprised you didn't bring a fucking bong to the hospital. Why are you smoking in the hospital?
Because, dog, it gets lonely in that room.
I know, but
you're looking at 3 fucking walls. My view was a fucking roof with a ladder going to nowhere. It was like, go up that ladder, you're going to die. You're going right to heaven. That's all I had. The stairway to heaven or to hell. Just take a shot at it, all right?
Yeah, but they have you. Don't you have any ABX left?
Listen. We've been friends for I don't know how long. You've listened to my bullshit for I don't know how long. When are you going to figure out that your Uncle Joey's a fucking addict? That he needs to burn the candle somewhere? Okay?
Do it with Rice Krispies then. What the?
Listen, the Rice Krispies were great, but they ain't doing nothing for my coconut. When I'm getting surrounded all day with stupid questions, what medication do you take at home? What are you bothering me for? You see my, You see my wife here? If my wife ain't here, I'm like one of those commies. I don't know nothing. You
just think your name.
You ever see those Vietnam people?
Rank?
Agent 466674. I don't know nothing. I know the Declaration of War. You know, that type of shit. That's what I'm saying. Guys, I don't know nothing. I have become such a fucking memory lane dude. Like, I remember shit now, and I giggle. I almost crashed the car this afternoon thinking of something funny that happened, you know?
I like it, but Jesus
16
Christ.
years you've been running with me. You haven't figured out.
I figured it out, but you...
Listen, if there was no weed, and you were stuck with me, and I was up by your mom's house.
Right.
You don't think I'd raid that fucking medical bin? Because I know she got to have a goodie bag in there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It's got to have something that hits heavy. And it's not going to be every night. As long as I hit it one night just to mellow me out.
Yeah, but you have edibles. You can't breathe and you're smoking.
I didn't have edibles. I did not have edibles or marijuana leaf.
You got to have like a hospital-only kit of it. Like, this is why you don't eat every ABX that you have as soon as you get it.
Well, they were
giving it to you by the case.
I don't know if you see. There's none around. We ate the ones in the cup. When George is out of ABX, you got a problem.
Yeah.
George will whip out the ones he ate with Abe Lincoln.